today to celebrate this icy weather and the winter season, we have a special White Dragon adventure for you all. Also, this is the first episode of D&Dames, which is just D&D for women. I'm so excited. I'm like, this is an insanely chaotic adventure. And I'm ready to see what you guys do as three young white dragons. So to start with, let's go with the eldest of the
Oh
three.
God.
The trio. We have Stevie, the cabbie. Uh,
Stevie, yes.
Stevie the cabbie.
yes. How would
So
you
dude,
describe yourself, Stevie?
okay. So I'll introduce my character now. I'm Samaya, and I'll be playing Stevie. Stevie is an Uber dragon, so this is a dragon that people generally use for transportation. Not the most threatening dragon. He kind of like decided to retire early, and like he does the Uber thing on the side for free. Um, when you see this dragon, you see a beautiful white dragon, but also like a bunch of like pockets and patches filled with snacks and breath mints and like hand sanitizer for everyone to get comfortable on their ride. He's just hoping for 5 stars every single time. But yeah, that's essentially Stevie's character, much more laid back.
So you see your big brother Stevie. He's possibly like lounging against the this chariot of that he seems to have just kind of like taken out of your mother's loot. Next
Yes.
to your house, standing over stoically in the corner, is a more dignified looking dragon. Monica, how is your dragon? How would you introduce Lyra?
Okay. Uh yeah. So basically I'm Monica and my character is Lyra and she is the mom's pet. Basically she does whatever the mom say and now I realize why she do this because our older brother is a Uber driver and he left the family business. So Lyra had to decide that okay, if he won't do it, I will have to do it. So she is the most dignified, diligent, rule following dragon in the house, and she does whatever the mom says. So, yes,
Amazing.
that's it.
And right there in the corner, near this pile of treasure that you recognize, with the golden gleam and of multiple colors, you see the sneaky little scales, small white ones, as this little head pops out, looks at all of you, has like sort of bandana covered around the neck. Pooja, how would you describe your character?
Hi, I'm Pooja, and I'm playing Whiteout. I'm the baby. I'm actually the favorite. No one likes a tattletale. No one likes a teacher's pet. So it's me. It's me. It's me. And I don't want to go and find these stupid little eggs because then they'll become the favorite. But mom said I had to, and so I'm gonna go because then they can play with me, and hopefully they won't find me as easily as my older siblings do. My favorite game is hide and seek. If I lose, I cry. If I win, you die. So either way, someone cries. Hi.
Awesome. So those are our three one young white dragons. You see them in this, frozen icy cave. Right in front of you is this large, much older dragon. Her, scales are dulled by age, and she looks a little worn out. She seems to also be, from what you've known and from evading her quick swats at your face, you recognize that she's also missing her right paw. One day she had lost in a battle with this other crystal dragon right across the region. His mother looks tired. She looks at you. She looks especially at Lyra, knowing at least one of you would listen to her. She says, "Now, Lyra, I hold you responsible. I see that Rysilandra, that horrid crystal white dragon, she's out there saving her citizens again. I don't understand why they wouldn't just come running into our mouths, for God's sake. They're going to die anyway. But anyway, she seems to have stolen my clutch of three dragon eggs to what all of you were just, a couple of decades ago. If you retrieve this, I will grant you, son, any wish that you desire, anything that's reasonable, of course, and maybe get Stevie out of the house, like he's been moping around that, horrid
Stevie's a dragon
swine.
that lives in his mom's basement. I love it.
Yeah.
And
and
I think mommy Stevie likes rolling around in grass a lot. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. He smells strange down there. I thought he was
Yeah.
fine. Stevie, why is there smoke coming out of your nostrils in the room? Like, why?
When you're older, we shall talk.
Oh, don't tell me you were with the red dragons again. You know they're just like a funny bunch, like blowing smoke in your face all the time. I
I
see.
like the idea of red dragons being like the liberal arts college dragons of dragons. Like they're like, Mom, it's not a phase. You don't understand. And I slam the door behind her.
Yeah, they're definitely the punk dragons.
Yes.
So she looks at you and she's like, now, upon request and of course consideration that this is possibly something that's needed to motivate you. Of course, TV, you have your flying chariot and you have want for nothing else. Lara, I give you this horn blasting. If anything is to come
Oh,
close to you, use it. But use it carefully. It's a tragic power, fire. I hate it absolutely, but it's a way for me to get rid of it myself and for you to prove your worth. And Whiteout, come here, dear. And she
Yes.
looks at this little dragon and she's like, takes a cloak from outside and simmering, and it's just like waving in an almost like icy texture, and she places it
Ooh,
on you.
wait.
Now, this will keep you close. I know how you like to skitter around. Don't get yourself into too much trouble. Get in, kill anybody you need to, get the eggs, and come back. And and then she just looks at it. She's like, "Did you hear that? Did you hear that roar?"
I just burped.
Ready?
I'm like, what roar?
I think that Rysilandra is out there somewhere. She might be invading another village again, saying that she's going to help them, give them back their flock and that we stole from them. So I'm going to go deal with her now. While she's away, infiltrate her castle and come back to me. With that, she waves her hand and all of you head out. Is there anything you say to each other before you do?
Let's
I
Ocean's
I
11 this.
I
I try to like sniff or like swipe at the horn because I'm a greedy little brat. Like,
I'm
"Yay."
like, stay away from my horn.
I feel like
Mama
that
gave it to
should be
me,
a
okay?
roll. Like, you want to roll to like try and catch the horn.
Yeah, you
Right?
can if you want. You can give me a sleight of hand if you'd like, and a dex check from you, Lyra.
Okay. What is the plus on dexterity? Let's see. It's 0. Oh my god.
Yeah, I rolled a
I,
4.
yeah, I
So
rolled a nat
I
one. I rolled a nat
oh
one.
my
Oh my god.
I like try to swipe at it and she moves and I like fall face first over and then the horn like is sticking to my head and I don't know I have it. And like I'm
Yeah.
like,
And I'm
where
like,
is it? Where is it? And I'm chasing my tail.
mother,
Mine,
she's
mine,
taking my
mine,
stuff again.
Whiteout,
mine.
give her back her horn. You're not old enough for this yet. Go sit in your brother's chariot. Stevie, take them out. Take them out now.
Yeah.
I
Okay, I did.
reluctantly give up the horn and like go and mutter to Stevie, stupid
Give
Lyra.
me my horn. Mother, mother, I promise you that I will be able to do this quest.
Me. I'm Stevie.
Oh my
Like
god.
Stevie just coughs and you like suck up.
Mom, why do I have such siblings? I hate them. I
I'm
can do this
sorry.
alone.
I
I
know,
can do this
Lyra.
alone.
They hatched out of the other eggs. I didn't expect them either. Do you think I wanted one with a chariot? Like, he can fly, for God's sake. Why a chariot? And with that, all of you start your journey towards Korvarlatel and to Rysilandra's lands. You crawl out of your subterranean lair at the base of the icy mountain. You set your sights on Fizban, the crystal dragon's palace can be found. Your mother, the feared white dragon Korvarlatel, has tasked you with this task of infiltrating the palace and killing 3 white dragons that once. You stretch out your leather flight as you weave through mountain passes. Goats bleat and flee at sight. You fly higher and higher, with the valley with scattered villages coming to you. This is your mother's domain, though she promises that it will someday belong to the strongest among you. The valley disappears from you as you pass through dense clouds. Your scaled faces are painted. Snow and strong winds push you. until you reach the peak of the tallest mountain, atop which sits an icy and crystalline palace surrounded by clear skies and exposed sparse wildlife. A bridge of ice connects the palace to an adjoining peak, with a winding path that leads to a distant mountain. We settle down here, Stevie. You are still leading this flying chariot. You see as Whiteout sitting right behind you, and she's just like cheering along, booing at the sheep on the ground. You see, are you, Elira, are you in the chariot with them as well?
Oh, wait,
you're
Lair,
muted.
I can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, I'm there. I'm just looking out at these two if they are
I-
doing something.
I
funny.
poked Stevie and pointed the goats. Snack, 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 snack.
I'm just like doing like Uber talk about how the surge prices in this area are crazy during dragon attacks, so it's really good for my business as long as there's chaos.
Wait, can we not eat a goat as a snack?
Wait, are there goats? I don't see any NPC goats.
You see that they're scattered around over there. They don't seem quite happy being there because the structure here is quite icy still. You don't understand why these villagers, these peasants, and you do notice a couple of warriors as well lined at the gates from the height that you're on. You are over this icy bridge right now. You see that there seems to be this structure that's like covering. You don't notice the map doesn't show it as well. What you see right in front of you from the gates onwards is actually the inside of an ice structure, not really an open space. So you see a large gate just blocking that space. You see some villagers right behind it. They don't seem to have noticed you as of yet, even though Whiteout is still screaming on the chariot. Would you like to settle down on this space and walk in?
Yeah, sure. Should we do it stealthily? Like, do we not?
I can this. So I'll basically say. So this cloak has magic. If we're trying to sneak in, I can help us. Basically, I have pass without a trace 2 times.
Oh,
a day.
nice.
Oh, okay.
But do we want to say 2 times?
I mean, yeah. Is this the castle? Like, do we know that this is the castle, or is there some
Yes.
separate location?
You do know this is the castle
I mean,
from
I
where...
think using it to get in would be a good use of it, and then like
Okay.
using it to get out would be the other use of it.
Yep. You're
So-
using your brains. You're using your brain for the first time. Wow.
I congratulate Whiteout and I give her, like the stickers that teachers give when a student is doing really well. Like, I give her a gold star. I'm like, here you go, Whiteout. You're doing so great. You're contributing to the team. Here's a gold star.
I stick it on my nose, and then I
Nice.
cross-eyed look at it. I'm like,
That's adorable. And so everybody give me a perception check so I can just tell you what's at the front of this gate right now.
Perception.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I got a 25.
Oh, amazing.
17 plus. What is our plus perception? I forgot.
11.
Plus 6, I think. No, 11 is adult dragon.
oh.
We're young white
Plus
dragons.
six.
so
Is
it's
your
plus
wisdom
6.
modifier. So
So 17 plus 6. Please do the math
Yeah,
for
it's
me.
plus 6. Like, make sure you're not looking at the
22.
adult white dragon because the stats are hella different.
No,
I
I'm
rolled a
looking at
nat
young
1.
dragon.
I see the shiny star on my nose.
Nice.
Amazing. So, Stevie, as you approach this bridge, you see that it's made of ice and crystalline. As you settle down on it, it groans under the weight of the flying chariot and the 3 of you as well. Right in front of you, right behind this sort of icy large gate that you see tents and campfires, about a dozen or so village folk. You can note that with the weird sort of insignia on their clothing seems to look like it's of a dragon with sort of pitchfork in their mouth. You see that they're wrapped in yeti furs and they seem quite warm against this. They look at you as you approach them, and a large noise starts to formulate around them.
Oh,
People start to panic.
are we not stealthing in? Are we already interacting with people?
Yes, they're settling on the
Oh my
gate,
god.
close to it,
Okay.
and they're all looking at you right now. You do notice, though, that this seems to be the outer portion of a castle.
Mhm.
So you are not exactly in the castle itself, right?
Okay, cool. Got it. Okay, so I turn to Lyra and Whiteout and I point at the logos on their shirts. And they're like, it doesn't look like a dragon fan club, that's for sure.
it's a
So, I mean, how many people are there? Does my perception check tell me how many people there
So
are?
you do notice that lining at the gate, there seems to be like a couple of archery structures that seem to have right now a lot of chaos happening around it. People are running around. You hear, not really bothering about it, but you do hear the sounds of women and children as well crying and running around. You see as people come towards the gate, and a man in front yells at you, says, Korvarlatel spawn! How dare you come here? We protect Rysilandra's horde. You will not enter while we exist. And they just take in arms and look at you. Also, Stevie, though, you do know that you being a white dragon, they do not pose much of a threat. And you
Yeah.
could simply even sneeze on them and possibly their structures would come fall apart.
I was thinking maybe we can just take out the archery structures, like maybe take away their weapons. I'm vegan, so I'm not gonna eat them. But Whiteout, you're more than
Oh.
welcome.
And I look at Lyra and say, are you gonna do what Mother would do? Basically egging her to just go and attack them immediately.
Okay.
You want me
So-
to blast them?
No, Mother wouldn't need that stupid horn. She would just go and chomp them up and break down that structure. Let's go. You're bigger than me. Let's go. And I nudge.
Cool. So you start running forward quickly. Give me just a basic initiative check for all of you.
Oh, initiative? Okay, hang on, let's see.
It's a +0 anyway, but 12. 12 for me.
Okay.
Oh, I got a nat 20, so I go first again.
Yay!
Okay.
And what about you, Lara?
I got 15 with, I don't know, 0 initiative, so 15. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So you're all going in order with scene. So Whiteout, you haven't really noticed yet what has happened, but you see as Stevie grunts, and yells out something to you. Hear the promise of a meal forward, and you just reach out to look what it's there. Lara, you study yourself, looking at your horn, wondering whether to use it right now, and you look forward, thinking, for what will my mother would not have aid for this right now? I can do it myself. Stevie, what is it that you do? You see about 4 archers right now gathered at the gate.
Okay,
I
hang
hold
on.
tight to the chariot.
How do I ping on this? I forgot. Let's see.
Right below I think, 4th button. I mean, sorry, the second last button.
Second last button. Is this it?
Yes.
Oh, yes. Okay, cool. So, let's say I'm here. Do you think I can take out these 4 units here?
Let's see. So it's about 10 feet away from you, so I'd say yes, you could.
Okay, cool. So I'm probably gonna move forward and be sorry you guys, we were kind of in the middle of something. We need to make it go as smoothly as possible. And so wait, let me see. I need to take my token, so I'm gonna take my chariot a little bit closer. And what should I do?
I also need you to break down the gate that's right in front of you.
Okay, cool. Sorry, I thought over the gate. Never mind. Okay. So if I'm breaking the gate in front of me, I guess it's a claw attack. Yeah. So let's do a claw attack.
You can multi-attack a gate if you want. I think.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could totally. You could
Yeah.
take a couple of swipes against it. You could even flavor it as you pushing it down.
Oh yeah,
So
I think like I rolled a nat 20 sadly, so it's not gonna be a delicate knocking. Um,
Yes.
so like I guess Stevie is trying to be polite and kind of like knocks on the gate, but her knock is like she overestimates the amount of strength that she has, and she just like puts her hand through the gate. She's like, oh dear. So yeah, like so that's a nat 20 to hit. So I need to roll damage, right?
Yeah.
2d6. 2d6 plus
But
4.
you double the dice if it's a nat 20.
Oh shit, yeah. Okay, so I'll take the total and double that, right? Or is it like
Yes.
4 dice instead of 2d6?
You can just double
Mm.
it. Like, so for us, we just kind of double the damage, so you can do it. So just roll once and double the damage.
Okay, so wait, is
For
it
each
2d10? Oh wait, 2d10. I was like, sorry about that. Okay, let's see. What's it? This is a d10, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 2d10 plus 4. Or you can even
2d10.
roll the percentile.
Okay. I got 8 plus 4, which is 8 plus 4.
14, double it, 28. 28.
28, yeah. So
Plus
28
4.
to hit.
32.
So
Oh, plus
that-
4, yeah.
And so you're definitely able to take down the gate. You almost reservated. You just like break it down, push right through. Stand right here in close quarters to these two towering structures. They seem about the same height as you right now. You can peek right in and see the archers right at your eye level. For your,
Okay.
I'm not sure if you have a bonus action.
No, I just have multi-attack.
For your bonus action, since it's a monster, I'd say you could flavor it for any talking or picking up or any of those things that you like.
Or an intimidation check or something, maybe?
Yeah, all those sort of things. Anything that you want to do with the environment.
I feel like I'm not the most intimidating dragon, so I think I'll do like a reasoning check and tell the archers to be like, I'm about to like knock these towers down, so maybe you wanna switch off, like, you know, get to ground where it's safer before I knock this down.
Okay, so Adelaide, give me a persuasion check, sorry.
Persuasion? What is the modifier on persuasion? I got a
It's
19.
just the charisma. Charisma.
And charisma. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
charisma.
like an
Plus 1.
unnatural for me.
And so you see as they look at you and they're just like, Rysilandra, she'll protect us if we come here.
Is that like in paper as like health insurance? Because I don't know if like, you know, that checks out. Like, do you have medical coverage that like, because Uber doesn't give me that either. Like, I'm a contractor, so like.
Do you hand out jobs?
I mean, honestly, like, it's a gig economy, so you need to be a self-starter and look for the gigs. Like, I don't think I'm in the business of handing out jobs. I'm just a hustler. Like, I hustle.
So maybe we could get him the damage repair then. And you see as this one dude looks over to the other guy and he says like, "Oi, we can survive if we leave. This one seems nice." And the other one's just like staring at your large eye, just looking at him, and he's just like, okay. And you see as they both just like start crawling down, and then you see as these two commanders at the back, you're like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? And just looking at it like the job economy right now.
Yes, it's like it's not a good market for adventurers.
Followed by Lara, what are you doing right now? You see, as you know, Stevie has somehow seemed to have persuaded these two people right in front of you. You still see a couple of them gathered at the back. You also do see a lot of different villagers piled about.
All the time Stevie was talking about economy, I was just face palming that he had the family business, but he left it for no reason, and now he's complaining for economy. All right. And then I look at the villagers that try to give them an intimidating eye that dude leave or else we'll eat you, the rest of the villagers. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you steady yourself there, you cast stern glance over all of them, looking at the ones remaining in the floor, on the icy ground, still looking at you with their weapons posed. Give me an intimidation check to see how you do. So just add your charisma modifier.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a 5. So 6.
They stand over there,
Oh god.
and you see as
Can
one
we
just
can
like
we say can we say that Whiteout made some like fart noises when when her sister was trying to intimidate the villagers, so it kind of failed.
I feel like that's a contested roll. I feel like you guys need to roll against each
Oh
other.
my god, no, with that role, I can definitely say, so, you see as Stevie talks down these two people, and you don't want to be kind of like stand in the shadow of your elder brother, especially in any smoke of his. So you stand up and you look sternly over there, and you just say, if you do not want to be hurt, leave right now. And in the silence, as everyone stops to look at you at this larger time, had these fart noises coming from the back, and then you're like little white out, her snot just like just sticking out and making these watery sounds.
I'm
Is
like,
it?
Steve, what is wrong with you?
Is there anything you'd like to do as in action? They seem to be like boosting themselves right now. They lift up their
Um,
weapons and they're just looking at you.
okay. After Stevie do this, uh, I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna claw into the ground, create uh like damage the ground so that they
Okay.
understand how dangerous it can be for them. So, what should I roll?
Just
Uh,
give me a straight claw attack.
okay. Claw attack is +7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, what is wrong with these dice? Is 3 plus 7, 10.
Plus 7, 10. Oh my god, you do it again. And you make barely an impact. It's enough to really dig your claws into outside into the ground. You seem to have put half of your body out while doing this. And in an attempt to make a very imposing gesture, you feel as a small body just kind of like bump hits against your behind as you slip a little outside, causing a bit of a crack in the ground, losing your balance. You're onto the chariot now, though.
Yeah. Ouch. Oh god. It's all because of you, Stevie. You're blowing these noises
Wait,
and
hang
you're
on.
making me nervous.
I'm not making the noises. That's
Oh,
out.
yes. Sorry, Whiteout, it's you. Oh my god, I'm getting confused. What is wrong with me? And you can see that Lyra is like very embarrassed. And yeah, she's like all, she doesn't look white anymore. She's all pinkish because she's so embarrassed.
So while this is happening, like as soon as you fall out like this ladder, you see as three archers near you, they panic and they take a shot against you. You take
Oh,
about 6 points of piercing damage. It doesn't feel like much, but feels like a pinch on your side.
what just happened? Someone is doing something.
They're just like, help! Help! Listen, where are you? Korvarlatel children are here. Okay. At this point, Whiteout, what do? You see as this is happening, you successfully maybe knocked out your sister.
No, I got very angry and I'm like, only I can.
It is 1 second. So you see that Lara has gone somewhere here, and just to kind of update this, these three, the ones that even Stevie had earlier spoken to, the two archers and the fighter over there, they basically take aim and shoot at her.
Okay, I'm going to go. So I'm going to fly over this and like land right in front of them, like teeth bared, and I'm
Okay.
going to multi-attack because I get to make 3 attacks, like bite and claw. So if there are 3 people, one against like each of them.
Okay. Yeah, so
Right.
you would have to make a little bit of a movement as well on
Yeah.
one of your attacks. So one's about like I actually your size, I would say that you're centered right in the middle of them. You're in the front of
Sure.
Stevie though.
Sure. Basically, I get there. I'm like chomp. So that's a 20 to hit for the bite,
That is but
and that
commoners.
is yeah. They should die because it's 16 points of piercing damage and 7 points of cold damage.
My God, yeah, they're
23.
eviscerated immediately.
So
I
that's
told
one.
you guys, you should have just gotten the Uber gig. Why are you doing
So
this
that's
to yourself?
so that's one of them is gone, and now the two claws. So 26 to hit, and that is 10 points of damage.
Okay, that takes out that one as well. You see as they're frozen and they're just standing at you looking in shock.
And the third one, which is a claw, is 23 to hit and 12 damage. Wow, that was really good.
Oh my God, white dragons here. My
It's like,
God.
no, and like scratch, like just like waving my hands and like chopping at one. Yeah. And I managed to like eat the one I eviscerated with the first bite, but I'm just like, and like just clawing at the other one. So 3 are down, and I'm like, and just like basically being annoyed and like pouting at them, but really destroying them.
Yeah, so while you do this, you notice that a lot of chaos has ensued in this portion of the castle. You see as the villagers start running around, they're bumping into each other. You also notice that they're all like turning and going in the opposite direction towards the other gates. In the distance, you see that there seems to be a figure on the other side of the gates that's opening this gate slightly, trying to let in a couple more of the people inside. Stevie, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Oh, okay, let's see. So the gates are opening slightly, and that's not a good sign because I'm like, there's nothing good behind those gates. Surely. Did I take so these archer towers are down here, right? Like, are they taken out?
Yes, so let me just color it in. So they're still holding up a little bit. They're not down completely because you haven't chosen to really hit them down.
Okay.
But this
You attack the
space
gate,
is
and then you
straight.
talk to the archers.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So, but wait, let me turn on my highlighter again. So this gate is about to open, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pounce and kind of anticipate what's coming in front of that gate and attack another gate and be like, no, let's keep it all shut. Let's just keep it like closed doors. So I'm gonna attack another gate.
Okay.
Let's see. So that is a 7. This is the plus to hit. It's a plus to hit.
Plus 7, I think.
Oh, plus 7. So 14. Is 14 enough?
A 14 doesn't actually break it. It still seems to be holding up really well. It doesn't
Okay.
really move or budge. It just holds its ground. You hear like a creak, but this strange creature that's standing right behind this door seems to be holding it. And when it sees your breath coming towards it, it just like pulls it back.
Oh wait, everyone gets to recharge test for your breath weapon at the end of your turn.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let me
Ooh.
try doing that. Oh, I get a 2. How much do I have to roll to get
You need
a
Five or
a,
six.
you need a 5
5
or
or
6.
6? Okay,
I
cool.
got a 2. I got a 2
Nice.
as well.
Nice. So
I
I'm just
rolled a
like.
1.
We all
so
are
yeah.
Yeah.
But
I
the
think
people,
I'll just
but
hold off.
the villagers in front of you, though, the ones standing in front of the gate, all of them start to just die, just freeze out as you as you breathe right onto them.
Oh, as in like it's not my breath weapon. It's just my general breath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he didn't recharge.
No, that's
Oh.
okay. Your breath was
Unless
so
they-
bad.
Unless they pass out from the smell. Yes,
Oh yeah, but,
you
but
stay.
no, like Stevie's breath is like on point because he's 5 stars on Uber. Like when he talks, it's bourbon with a little bit of mocha. Like it's
Okay, so
beautiful.
you took a
Um,
you took a swipe.
I take a
at it?
swipe at the gate to try and like close off the gate. Probably like no.
And you
Yes.
actually do succeed. You're not able to really affect or damage the gate itself, but while putting your large paw right there, you do squish about four peasants just standing at this gate, and they're screaming, and you can see as the white snow turns slowly turns tainted red, and this
I hate
door,
it.
the door starts to push at the back. And you see as the person that's holding it seems to have pulled it back now and is trying attempting to lock it.
Oh,
If
okay.
for
Lock.
your bonus action, I would allow you to, if you would like, you could test your strength against this door, or you could investigate it.
I want to investigate it and see like if there are any clues to tell me what is behind this door. Let's see. Is that an intelligence check?
Yes.
Okay, that's -2, so good luck to
Yep.
me.
Use
Oh,
your head, not what's in it.
I got a 14, so it's 16 -2.
Oh, that's amazing. That's exactly what you need. You do look at this and you notice that it's shimmering in an odd way. And even the longer you look at it, that's the image of the door it seems to be blurring slightly. You do have an idea that it seems to be trapped, and
Oh,
you're not too quite sure as to what could be holding this. You do understand that there's a spell put on it, and it's a sort of explosive trap that, if it was open, not of its own, if out of its violation, yeah,
without
but
consent.
without consent, exactly, it
Violate the
might
door.
it might explode.
Oh dear. Okay. That's useful to know. So I turn back to my fellow dragon mates and I'm like, yo, Lyra, you're Whiteout. This is a rigged door. Please don't try and force it open. Let's just ask nicely.
Or a rigged door.
Like, you hear this advice from your older brother. Would you like to use your bonus action perhaps first to persuade the person who's closing this door, intimidate them, or do
Oh my
anything?
god, that's an intense. Sorry, I got distracted. That was huge.
I'll go
What
there.
about
I'll say, oh my god.
That's
Okay,
yes.
I'll go there and I'll say that I haven't killed my fair share of people right now, and I don't want to. But like basically, I'm persuading, okay, not intimidating them.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to kill any of you. So would you please kindly open the door for us?
Query queen.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
You're so nice to
Dude,
not impose
two.
disadvantage.
My dices are unbalanced. It's two.
You
Why
need to
don't you
cleanse your
do
dice.
Two.
Yeah.
But no,
Okay.
amazing. They are a gift. So
But the fact that, honestly, just the fact that you tried to persuade him instead of intimidate him, I'll give you advantage on this roll. So you can go ahead if you'd like to do it.
okay, okay. Okay. A 14 plus 1, 15. Thank
That's
God.
perfect.
Something.
So you look at this door and you see the person, the one that seems to, like, you see just stillness happen. And then the door opens a little bit. And a small bunny ear just pops out. And they look at you and they go, and you see this, like, bunny, like, rabbit-like face just look at snow color, the same as the white around him. And he looks and he says, and he has like these tears in his eyes because he couldn't believe it, and he looks very fearfully at Stevie and says, "The password was please." And
Okay. Okay.
and then he starts opening the door and he's like, will you promise not to hurt anyone? And when he's trying to open the door, it's like hits awkwardly against the bodies under Stevie's claw right now. And he's like, I understand this happens between dragons. And like he's just like trying to push it a little more. He's just like, the children will understand. It'll make them stronger. And the villagers at the back are still screaming around. At this point, would you like to do anything with your action? You could try attacking. You could maybe help him open this door if you'd like.
Or dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna just use one of my claw to like slide the door more like precisely because this
Yeah.
guy
You
is,
see,
having a hard time.
it's awesome. So you're pulling it back, and as you do, it's making this awkward, like, and like squishing sound as it's like pushing back people, and it's just like a weird silence in the village as everyone sees this happen, and they look at this rapid folk person in shock, and he looks and he's just like, I suspect you're here for the eggs, aren't you?
Oh, you are right.
Bingo.
Oh, well, the Her Majesty, Her Highness,
We
Rysilandra,
can't
she's
hear
not.
you, sir.
So the Rysilandra, she's not in the castle right now. I fear, and she looks very like she's very scared. I mean, he's very scared of Stevie still, and he says, I think she's gone to fight your mother."
Yeah. Cat fight.
What? Okay. Thank
So
you for the information.
maybe not to tell them that I told you this. I honestly, I told Rysilandra it's a bad idea to bring that clutch over here. Like, it was asking for trouble bringing it here and invoking a war. And the people outside, well, I actually really like a quiet space, and they tend to make a lot of noise. So,
I mean, like, I feel like you're describing a toxic workplace environment, so maybe you should look at ulterior options. Like, I feel like that's the vibe.
Do you think there's a job at Korvarlatel's castle? I've heard that, not that she's good to her employees, but it's enough to scare away most people.
Oh yeah, for sure. Just find find our assistant at the front desk. She can hook you up.
That sounds great. Maybe I could come back in your chariot with you. I don't think I'll be very welcome here after, opening the door. But your sister, she was just so nice. I don't remember the last time someone told me, please. I've just been helping these villagers, and all they do is ask for more. Oh no, it's too cold. Well, of course it's cold. And he seems just very frustrated.
You talk too much.
Okay, come in. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Just like get in the Uber and like stay quiet the whole time, and you'll get 5 stars. Don't worry.
So, but just before that, could you make it seem like maybe I came unwillingly? Just
Oh.
just for that.
Oh, do we have rope so we can pretend to tie him up? Like,
No, just like grab him with your claw and toss him behind. We're giant dragons. I don't think we're dexterous enough to use ropes.
Why not? I'll allow you to do it because it would be your last chance before initiative ends. So you can go ahead
Me?
and you can
So
just
I'll
knock him out.
try
a little.
and I'll be like, you're annoying, and I'll just like grab him and like yeet him into the back of the chariot. And,
nice.
You hear screams around, and like you hear as this Harangon, this rapid fox just yells like, "Oh no, I'm being eaten! Oh my god, I'm dying!" Thank you so much. And you enter this little space over
silly
here.
rabbit.
So you come here. You see, as this hang-on is also with you, the space looks a little bigger. You do notice that even though this area seems to extend quite a bit, right now, in the area around you, you notice that there seems to be magical gems that are lighting up the place. The floors are covered in fine rags, and it's not as cold as it was outside, though it does give the impression of a crystal palace. The light makes everything seem warm. It's not as dull and cold and a bit off-putting like your mother's castle. You look here, and around you, you do notice that it seems to be like 2 dragon sculptures as well. If you can examine them, you can go ahead and do that. But right now, the hang-on, this little rabbit folk, he jumps out of the chariot and he says, I must warn you, the light's dagger, they're right up ahead. They might pose as a threat if you try to make your way in through force.
Now do we sneak? Now can we hide?
I guess
Yes.
we can sneak in. But does anyone want to check out the dragon statues?
Yes, sure. This
Okay.
place seems a little warm.
Yeah, I'm
By
gonna
the way.
check out. Maybe Lyra, do you want to check out the dragon statue on the right side? I can check out the one on the left.
Yeah.
I'll look at
Whiteout,
the
come with
sparkle.
me.
Okay. And I'll just like trot along, but I'll examine the shiny stones,
Okay.
not the dragon statue at all.
Okay. All of you give me an investigation check.
Investigation is intelligence again.
I think so, yes.
Oh shit, -2.
16 plus.
Oh dear, I got a
Oh,
minus
minus
10.
14. I got a 14.
I got a
11.
10.
And what about you, Whiteout?
I got a 11.
11. Okay, so you don't really need very high investigation scores for this. You go in front and you notice that these dragons, they seem to. Oh, wait, Smaya. Okay, we'll have to wait a moment because the layout will change.
Oh, is it because like I turned off my video?
Yeah, the layout changes for a bit.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
No worries, no worries. So what happens is that basically, you go there and approach statues. They're large and they're towering over this room. They seem to be of different colors. The one next to you, Stevie, seems to be of an amethyst color. You'll notice that it's kind of bright. It stands there quite proud, looks down at you. The one that's near you right now, Lyra, has about a green tone. It looks about like a sort of an emerald color. When you're looking around Whiteout, you don't notice much. You do notice books. You do notice a lot of rabbit fur just around, and you assume that maybe this is where this rabbit fur is staying. You also look through a couple of shelves, just knocking things around, and you find yourself a small bottle. Having been in quite a lot of fights before, you notice that this is possibly a potion of healing.
Okay. I found something and I toss it into the chariot back of
Nice.
Stevie. And I tell the rabbit folk, don't you drink it or I will eat you.
No, I wouldn't dare. I'm dead by all accounts, and he just laughs to himself. He looks at
Rabbit, you can help yourself to the soda selection I have at the back. So just don't do the potion of healing. Sodas are fine.
He looks at both of you, and at this point, Lyra, you notice that there's another door at the back that's leading to the next portion of this castle.
Wait, can we take? How big are these statues? Can we take one? Can we pick up one?
They are actually much larger than you. The size itself denotes about half the size of your mother. You're about a quarter of her size right now.
I look at Stevie and they're like, Stevie, are these real dragons inside this thing? Why are these here? Are they gonna come after us?
I don't know. It's kind of like a fuck around and find out situation.
Whiteout is just unhelpful and trudges along kind of beadily looking at these statues for any sign of movement while the fearless brother, quote unquote, is going to go attack another gate or door probably.
No, I'm not gonna attack another door. Lyra found the secret door.
I just tell you all about. We have a secret door right here, guys. We don't need to attack anything.
Do we fit?
Can we investigate the entrance of the secret door?
Yeah, you do. You look at it. You try to see. Give me an investigation check, also.
Okay, well, let's see.
I help so you can get advantage and because
I'm Yes. Okay. I got
Who,
a
who,
15.
who are you helping?
Whoever.
I rolled twice, so she's helping me.
Okay. I got a 12 then. Wait a second, 12. And then -2. So 10,
So
yeah.
10 and 15.
Okay,
Sad.
so you both approach the door. You don't really see much. You see that there seems to be like some space right behind it. The rabbit folk at the back, he says that, no, not to worry, not to worry. I'll open that door for you. And he runs up and he just like puts in a little key and he opens the door. He's like, now the other one in front, I don't have the key for that. I don't know how to go, and plus, I think I might have to leave here soon. The light's dagger, they are closer when you approach the top. Be aware of them. They stole your mother's clutch of eggs, and they protect Rysilandra's castle.
I mean, like, we're just going off word of mouth. Like, I'm more of an assess and see in person kind of guy. So, I appreciate your warnings, but we still need to. My mom would kick me out of her basement if, like, we get the eggs. So I need to keep living in that basement. I need to save up on rent. So, thanks.
But be
And I need to
careful.
prove myself. So, Bunny, help us.
As he's opening the door, can Whiteout just go lick one of the statues? That's her
Okay.
way of investigating. Like,
You go and lick one of the statues. You just taste what seems to be like crystal, which just tastes like stone. It's cold touch. It doesn't really taste like much. It doesn't really give you an impression of noting anything apart from just being a decorative object.
okay. I will continue to like like how a kid would like run against someone's hand over there. So even though the statue is way bigger than me, I will like futilely try to be like and try to push it over and like run against it
Okay.
while the door opens.
You try to push against it, nothing really happens to it. It's just like chips a little as you bump against it. And the hang on, he goes like, no, please don't damage it, Rysilandra. She prides it very dearly. They're like family to her. The other crystal dragons, they haven't visited her.
Oh, that's sad. It's kind of like a family postcard, but it's stone.
Don't
Like,
sympathize with our mother's enemies, Stevie. Traitor.
I mean, I'm an empath, so that's not. I don't control. I just feel.
I pee on
First
one of
time.
the statues.
First time I'm gonna support Whiteout. This is the first time.
I pee on one of the statues and then walk away.
Amazing. So you
Are
be
like
and like
names of the
rabbit-
dragon? No, sorry. Like, yes, consequences of peeing. Let's hear it.
So you pee on it and nothing really happens, but you do like it's not like a normal dog pee, it's like a gushing hose almost on this, and the rat folk is just like hot. I love the number of moments where it's just silence and stuff is just happening and it's just like this awkward yeah, okay.
Stevie wants to know if there are any names of dragons written on these statues.
You look around, you just see the same names as the colors on the dragons. You see it's written amethyst, you see another one that's written emerald.
Oh, okay, cool. So it's not their names, it's just the crystal that they represent.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just note this and I continue into the secret passage with my dragon buddies. Come on, let's go, siblings.
I follow very proud of myself.
You walk in and the rabbit folk, he still stays out. He says, please, I fear not that I don't think I can come in with you. I'm afraid of dying. The light stagger, they're too strong for me, but they won't be too strong for you.
Cool.
And-
I mean,
Good
like,
night.
looking out for yourself. I appreciate that.
And he's like, Stevie, can I hitch a ride back with you when you're going back?
Yeah, sure. Just like, I'll give you a signal when we're all coming out.
It sounds great, Stevie. And he's like, I should totally give him a 5-star rating. And he just goes back into his little end cave at the side. You enter this, and right in front of you, you see a lot of space that there seems to be just large stairs leading up. At the end of it, you seem to see another cindering wall, not unlike the one that you had seen earlier. But as you approach it, a voice starts to speak from it. It says, "Aha! Clever enough to evade the first one, did you? But you won't be able to evade this one right now. You might have missed me in the parlor, but you met my friends. Speak my kind aloud, and with a song and dance I'll make a mess."
Oh my god,
This is
riddle.
beat poet like dragon.
I
I
hate
like
it.
scratch my head and be like, huh?
Are you one of the crystals? Emerald, amethyst?
What if
You are close to the answer. Can you spot two others
something
of my kind?
blue? Something blue sapphire?
sapphire?
I don't know.
Would you
Sapphire.
give me the name of all four, and I shall help you.
Okay, so we
Hmm.
got emerald, amethyst,
Ruby.
sapphire, ruby. What else? I'm trying to go through my Steven Universe knowledge of crystals. Garnet.
Diamond,
Pearl.
diamond.
Diamond.
Oh yes,
Diamond.
diamond.
Diamond. Coral? I don't think
Opal.
coral is a
I
gem.
don't know.
Opal.
So
It
it
was
looks at
only
you.
5.
Now that's a smart one. I see that the youngest is the smartest of you all. Yes, there are five. Can you name all five, and I will help you.
Amber.
Emerald, ruby.
Ruby is not one of them.
Okay.
Amethyst.
Amethyst, yes.
Amethyst. And then I just get distracted and continue to say amethyst because it's a funny word.
Okay, but the confirmed ones
Lyra.
are amethyst,
Amethyst and
sapphire, and emerald. Oh, no sapphire either.
Yes, sapphire is one of them.
So we have
And
three.
diamond? Diamond?
Diamond is one of them.
No, that's not.
Okay, so we have three.
Lyra, give
Um,
me. Are you investigating? Are you looking around? I feel like you might.
Okay,
Be.
I'll look around to see just like those statue if I find any other statue around me.
Okay.
3.
Three.
1. It means 1. So yeah.
You look around. You come closer to this wall because you notice that there's some shadowy figures right behind it. You do notice that it has quite a resemblance to the other statues inside, but coming closer to it and try to investigate it, your bump is not against it, and when it does, it just like you feel like this wall push against you. It stings just not a little bit, but not enough to hurt you.
I
Okay.
hurt myself.
It's okay, Lyra. I have band-aids in my Uber. So I go get the band-aids and put it on Lyra. There. Okay. What about Pearl? Is Pearl considered?
No. It's
No?
not. Come on now.
No, I
You
think it's
st-
topaz.
Topaz.
Topaz. Now that's right. Can you tell me all five?
Shit,
Okay.
this is like
Amethyst.
literally
We
my
have
house
four.
in school and I can't remember any of
Amethyst,
them.
topaz, emerald,
Sapphire?
sapphire, and amethyst, topaz, emerald, sapphire.
Diamond? No, diamond wasn't one of them.
No, it's not.
Topaz.
Jade?
Yeah, amethyst, topaz.
Can all of you give me a history check?
Obsidian.
History check.
History is also intelligence, right?
Oh shit, 2? Like, I'm just going off.
13 minus 2, 11.
I rolled 14.
So that's
After
a
minus.
12.
No, after minus.
Oh,
16
after
minus
20. Oh, that's great. So you come out and you see your sisters. I mean, you see your brother and your sister standing over there arguing about no, like the five crystal dragons are these, and these. And you go up and you say, "No, silly. They're not all crystal dragons. They're all gem dragons. And crystal's a type of gem." And when you stand over and say this, the door looks at you and it says, Ah,
Okay.
it seems the
Crystal.
youngest is the smartest. Tell me, young one, are you ready for war inside? Your wrong answers might have alerted someone.
Oh god.
I try to recharge my breath weapon.
Go for it.
This is going to
Can we
happen
all
once.
do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, I got
It's
it.
a
I
6.
get it.
It's a 6.
I get it.
I also
6.
get
I
it.
rolled a 6. Oh
Yay!
my god.
Same.
So I
All
was
of
like,
us.
I
All
think
3 of
we're
us.
ready. And I go like, and then like start collecting the ice and like puff up my cheeks, like, and like look at Stevie, like open the door. I'm ready. I'm ready. Like SpongeBob style. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
So you all approach this door and you're standing over there. You see as the shimmering force field that was over it starts to like dissipate slowly, and as it does, right in front of you, you see at the other side there are two other dragon statues. Over there, you see the colors, something that looks like sapphire or sapphire blue, and another which is a golden yellow, which you recognize as
Topaz.
Topaz.
Nice.
You see this too. What else you see in front of you? So, opening before you is a vast throne room. There seems to be like it seems to be overflowing with gold, gems, and other treasures. There's stained glass
We're
windows
talking
that
about here, right?
Yes, one sec.
Where I'm thinking, yeah.
Yeah, that. So you see, as like there seems to be like an overflow of a lot of different things over here. One sec. And this gold, it seems to be just like there seems to be nothing holding it back, and it almost feels like if this magical force field wasn't there, it would overflow beyond that also and enter the rooms below. You look at the sides and you see like stained glass windows. They line the walls between these huge spires, and you see like the other two dragon statues in front of you. You also see that there seems to be another stairway leading right out, and in the distance, maybe you assume there could be the throne room, one large enough for a large dragon to sit in. When you walk in, out of nowhere, right behind these huge icy structures, a knight just stands out. He yells at you. You can see like flowing white hair, blondish hair, just billowing in the wind. And he says, "Halt, you foul beast! Your reign of terror ends here at the hands of the famous band of adventurers known as the Light's Dagger." At the back, you hear two more people yell, "Here, here." I'd like you all to roll for initiative at this point.
Calm down, Legolas. Like, oh, okay, I got a 9. Sadly, wait, did I have an addition modifier? No, I don't.
I got a 15.
Nice.
I got a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wide
okay.
out.
A 9, 15.
Don't be annoying Whiteout.
I'm being left behind.
And white. Okay. So all of you stand over there and you look forward. You see as this large knight stand, and he seems to be almost overconfident. He looks at you and he already, just takes off his helmet and stares at you. His hair is blowing in the wind. You get this impression of Prince Charming from Shrek. He looks at
Oh,
them.
dear.
He's like, "I shall strike you down. You will go down right now under my sword." So I assume Stevie is in front, followed by Lyra, and then Whiteout.
Yeah, I'm like taking most of the hits first.
Okay. So you stand over there, and then this knight, he jumps right in front of you. He takes two swipes at you with his long sword.
Okay.
Let me just roll the hit. Oh my god, he rolled a choose the first one. I don't. Does a 13 hit you?
No, I have 18 armor class. Because
Oh.
I get 1 ace plus AC to armor because I'm in my chariot, just chilling. Like, excuse me, sir, this is a Wendy's.
Amazing. So you stand there, he tries to hit at you once, you like push at him. He gets infuriated when he hears this command from you and takes another swipe to come right at you. He digs that sword into you. It's a 23, I think that hits, right?
That hits, yeah.
And you take 8 points of damage. He still has his sword stuck into you. He looks at you and is like, "You will not frighten me, you foul creature. I shall take you down." And he
I'm
just
just rolling
stands
my
there.
eyes. I'm like, oh my god, you guys are the worst customers.
He looks at the others and he yells out at them. He's like, "Fear not, light's dagger. We shall take down these white dragons. Stick with me. Let's bind them together." At the second moment, you see as this other person pops out. She seems to be like an elven woman, dressed in a mage's robes. She's just like, "Oh, Arthur, yes, we can do it together." And then he's like, "My name is not Arthur, it's Gunther, okay?" Because I forgot the name. But and she looks at him and she's just like, she casts a spell and she says, "Fly, my dear angel, fly." And at that moment, you see as the knight in front of you takes a wing and he starts flying in the air. Lara, it's your turn. You see as your sister Stevie has has a huge dagger stuck into her side. What do? You see in front of you there seems to be like this knight. Right behind him, there's a mage, and there's another person right in the back that you can't see as yet.
Okay. I'm gonna just see this person fly. I'm gonna fly too, and I'm gonna breathe my eyes on this person.
Okay.
Yes!
Yeah, so like, what am I supposed to do? D20
see the
plus?
roll? No,
Yes,
Oh,
you
it's a
just roll,
save. It's a
just roll,
save, yeah.
you roll 10d10 and they have to roll a DC 15 con save. And it's a 30-foot cone. Yeah.
Oh, so
Okay,
I think you would get all of them
it's a
actually.
Yes,
10d8.
good.
Yeah,
They're all
the
gonna die
10d8.
by the end of our turn.
Well, they do have a little more HP than that, but let's see.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sorry. That's a DC save of how much?
15.
15 con, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see how many survive this. So that is okay. So you see, as the knight right in front of you, he's taking the whole blunt of this. He's trying to hold out. He can't really seem to handle it, but he still holds his ground. The mage at the back, she seems to fall back a little bit. You see that this is hit her hard, and she hits against the crystal at the back, hurting her shoulder and back, and she's like, "Ouch." The other person at the back, though, he lifts up his shield, holds it there against your snowy breath, and holds his ground. Give me the damage for all.
Okay. I'm gonna roll it in the beyond only. It's 45.
Is it half for anyone who saves?
Okay, so each creature in the area must do a DC 15 constitution saving, taking 45 cold damage, failed or half. Yeah, there is a half
Okay.
in the successful.
That'll be 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you see the mage at the back, she's just like really hurt at this, and she's just like, help me, please, Gunther, you need to help me. And he's just like, "Stop it, shut your mouth, okay?" And he's just like yelling at her. I don't know why they allow women into this team. And she's just like,
A misogynist. We need to kill him.
Yeah. Now I will enjoy killing this guy.
So you use your breath weapon, and
Yeah.
this guy, you can use your bonus action to talk to them if you'd like. We will go
Yeah.
to the next person.
I'll just say that you are a bad man, and I'm gonna kill you. Lady, you still can run away. He doesn't like you at all. Can't you see that? Just leave. And I'm gonna say
Yeah, what's
this.
the pay gap, lady? Have you closed the gap? I guess not. Doesn't sound like it.
He's Rysilandra. She's a woman too. And you see as this thing as this guy's, it's like, stop talking to the white dragons, and he's like trying to push his sword in
Wait,
again.
is this a Mulan situation? Is this a woman pretending to be a man?
Oh my god, that would be so amazing. So
I do
you
not
see-
discriminate. I kill all genders equally.
Yeah.
You see as
Chaotic
the
neutral, but also gender neutral.
Yes.
um. So
I rolled
what?
a 1 so after everyone. My turn.
Oh,
I just-
I should I roll for my recharge?
Yeah, after every turn.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
both can go ahead and roll for your recharge. Meanwhile, what happens is you see this another figure of shorter structure just stand at the back. He like lifts up his staff, and
That is good.
from his own person, you see as like three figures just like burst out. They come at you, Lyra, to try and attack you, and you are suddenly blinded by these shadowy figures. I'd like you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom is 0. Also, I'm flying just like that man, but not higher that much.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're
Uh,
proficient in
13.
wisdom save. It's +3. It's +3.
Oh,
Wisdom
13 plus
saving
3.
is +3.
Yeah, 30 plus 3, 16.
16. So you do save. You see as these figures come towards you, they try to like hit you and pass through you, but you're still able to hold your ground, trying not to get affected by it. But though you do try to, you try to hold up, but this feeling that it's suddenly, it's like a weird sort of chill, one that you haven't really felt before. It feels almost too good. It feels kind of radiant. As it hits you, you take 7 points of radiant damage.
My eyes are hurting, guys. Okay, I take 7 points of that.
You see as these three shadowy figures are around you right now, ready to like attack you again at your next turn. Whiteout, you notice this is happening. These three figures have just decided to attack your brother and sister. You're sitting in the back of the chariot right now. You do have half cover, I think. What would you like to do?
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
yes.
So this is Stevie.
No, this is Whiteout stuff.
Whiteout is muted.
Oh, okay.
Wait, didn't Stevie have his turn though? Did he have his turn after getting stabbed? Because he was earlier in initiative. I rolled a 1.
I'm a 5.
Wait, oh, I'm so
Yeah, I
sorry.
rolled a 1.
Wait, yeah, the name.
And I'm
I
15.
think,
I
I'm
guess.
so sorry. I think I missed your turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
you
okay.
did.
It's totally fine.
Wait,
Steve-
so,
Steve
wait,
is done.
Lara, your turn was?
Yeah, my turn is over.
Well,
It's
what-
15 for me.
15.
I rolled
And
15.
Stevie,
Yeah.
you got some comments on it?
5.
5. Okay, so sorry.
And I got a
missed up-
1.
Yeah, I missed up the order. Yeah, Stevie, it's your turn.
Okay, cool. So there's this misogynist right in
Swords.
front of me.
And a sword stuck in your stomach.
A sword stuck in my stomach. Okay, cool. I think I'm gonna multi-attack this dude in front of me because I was like, you know what? Like, I worked hard for my 5 stars. I didn't have any blood on this chart. You know how hard that is to clean off? It's like bleach and shit. Come on. Okay, so I need a roll to hit, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
All 3. Bite
all
and
3.
claws.
Also, I'm so
Okay.
sorry. This thing, Stevie and Whiteout, you would also have to take damage from these
Sure.
weird spirit-like things coming through you.
Oh, the
So
radius. How much?
Yeah. Just give
7
me-
points, or do we make a save?
Just make a save for me, and I'll just
Wisdom
let you
save,
know.
right? Wisdom
Yeah.
save. Okay.
Oh,
That
okay.
is
So
a 13. 13.
let me see. How much is the wisdom? Oh,
It's just a
okay.
+3. The
Oh,
save.
+3. So I got
Yeah.
15.
15? Okay, so what happens is, unfortunately, Whiteout, you're not able to make the save, so it hits you, and you're actually spooked out by these ghosty figures standing in the chariot with you right now.
Oh my
Stevie,
God.
you are still holding up. You put you just like try to brave it all and just put your head up, just trying to shake it off you. You take 7 points of radiant damage. Whiteout, you take 14 points.
7 points. Okay. Okay, cool.
Is there also Whiteout? I think you have a displacer cloak, so does that help in any way?
No. That's only for direct attacks. Saving throws, it doesn't do anything.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. So Stevie, it's your turn now. What would you like to do?
Okay, cool. So I rolled to hit and I got a 22 on one attack, which is the bite attack.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
I'm gonna roll a d10. So it's like 2 d10s plus 4. So that's 7 plus 4, which is 11. Plus 10. So 21.
Okay.
21 plus 4.
25.
Shit. 25.
I'll do your math for you, don't worry.
Oh, thank you so much.
Please do it
Right
for me
out.
too.
Like, it really hurts. Okay, so 24 on the first attack. I'm just like taking a bite out of him like a popsicle. I'm like, this is ridiculous. So I need to like do another claw attack as well. Oh dear. Okay.
So the first attack is how much? 25 total, right?
25. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And
Claw him.
I'm gonna claw him, but like in a very Karen way, where I'm like, I want to speak to your manager. I got a nat 20.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is your third nat 20, man.
I know, like I actually like the dice that I was rolling down.
You and
20s on,
Monica,
like, dropped
like-
to the floor,
Yeah.
so I rolled this dice. It's actually a cool
You and
dice. It has
Monica,
wine
like,
inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stevie
Cool.
is totally opposite to me.
Yeah, Lara has no luck. She just wants to please, but she's like, no, Stevie has all the luck in the family.
It's very thematic. The one who doesn't give a shit is doing super well, and the one who's like super like, I must prove myself and be the best. So,
Yeah, this is realistic. I like that.
4 plus 5. That's
9.
9.
9.
Oh, so do I double that and make it an 18, or do I
Yeah.
roll 2 more?
can-
Okay.
18.
You can go straight and make it 80.
Okay.
And then
18
what's
plus
your
4.
bonus on that? Yeah.
Yeah.
22.
Plus 4. 22. Okay. Cool.
Wow.
So that's totally
22
for
and
56
24.
damage.
56 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna like do the finisher and use my breath weapon on him
Sorry,
because I'm
47.
like,
47. No, you can't do that. Multi attack or breath weapon.
Yeah,
It's not
ma-
both.
multi-
oh,
attack.
okay, cool.
Yeah,
But you have
Oh,
one more
okay.
claw. Finish him. One more claw.
yeah, one
Oh,
more
I have
claw.
one more claw.
47.
Damn.
Yeah, you have one bite, 2 claws.
Okay, cool. Let's do that.
Oh my god, you're
Um,
just going right at it.
I got
He's just-
18.
Massacre the misogynist.
Yeah.
Massacre the misogynist.
He's just
That
like,
is the quote of the day.
he's just holding it. He's just like, Rysilandra will answer to this. She listens to me, of course. Okay, and like just agitating you further. And like, he's just holding his ground and he's just like, you woman, he, okay. And he's yelling at the lady at the back and she's just like whimpering over there. Like, I didn't expect the light's dagger to go down so fast.
I got a 13. Yeah, so it was a 13 because it's 9 plus 4.
So that's total 60, Keisha.
Okay, 16?
60
Okay.
damage, 60.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Woohoo.
you see that he is like really messed up. He's still holding his ground.
Still alive?
He's not getting.
These are like high level adventurers.
He's just like, of course, it's against 3 white dragons. He's trying his best to stand his ground, and he's like, "You will not freeze me." And
You
he's just
shall
like-
not pass. And that's fine.
But it does come to your turn, Whiteout. What would you like to do?
Can I like cone breath him and anyone else? Like, is there an angle I can get?
You right now you would get your sisters if you don't stand.
No,
like-
I'll move. I'll stand and I'll move. Like, I'll flap over, whatever.
Yes.
Oh, you can like
Like-
jump on my head, Whiteout. Like,
Yeah,
go ahead,
so
jump on my
You
head.
could
Yeah,
literally
I
sit
like-
on
Climb, yeah,
Stevie's head.
yeah. And I will I will like ice breath this guy and whoever else is in that path. Like,
I think that's about
Uh,
15 feet. You do get all of them actually.
30-foot cone. So yeah.
Yeah. So you do get all
And-
of them.
And they make a con DC 15
Saving throw.
save.
15. Okay. Oh yes, they all save. Wow. I got
Oh,
a
Well,
nat
they-
20, a 19, and an 18.
Oh,
Wow.
okay. So then that 20 would only take quarter damage, I guess. But still, I rolled a 50 points of damage, 50. So those who
Oh my
save take
god.
25. But hopefully, this misogynistic man whore
A
is dead.
person died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it all out, you see as his face is
I
frozen.
direct the ice like towards his nuts. Like I want him to spit balls freeze first as it goes up to his face.
The height he is at right now, and you when like Stevie lifts his head to his full height, he's still about like 10 feet higher than this
I will.
this knight himself.
If Whiteout tells me she's aiming for the nuts, I will
Yeah.
lower my head so
I'm
she
gonna
would be like.
freeze his balls up.
You see as like Stevie like lowers his head a little, and Whiteout just sits
Yeah.
on top like a throne, an icy like crown of sorts, and just like points down at this man and just freezes him. You see as he's falling, he falls down prone. He's standing at you looking. He's still not out yet, but he's down. He's staring at you. His pants are frozen. He's looking at you. He looks really, really cold. His long
Any
blonde
additional
hair.
any additional movement, I will just like land on him. Like I'll just land on him with my full dragon weight, just like land on this prone guy. Like, I don't see anyone. Do you? Did you guys hear something crack?
Effectively taking out the last HP he was on. You land on him and sit on him, just squishing him. At the back, you see like the woman that he was insulting earlier. She seems to be frozen right into this icicle right behind her. But the last person, this short man at the back, seems to still be looking at you. He looks confident. He looks like he's going to go for another attack. At this point, the knight goes down. Oh my god! I love all the others rolled higher than you guys, so effectively it's his turn right now. He looks at all of you and he's scared. Okay, he doesn't really know what to do. He's terrified of what has just happened right in front of him. He looks at all of you, and you see as at that point a large weapon of sorts starts to form in the air. You see as the winds start to turn and rotate, and a sort of crystalline object starts to form right in front of you. It's huge, it's quite big, and it looks like some sword of sorts. At this, he casts spiritual weapon, and this one dagger starts flying towards all of you.
Oh my god.
I activate my blurry cloak. Blur.
Okay, it starts coming towards you. This does it only take one attack towards one creature?
Yeah.
Against a creature, right? Okay, so the one that would be and looking at you and seeing that you are the smallest right now, he goes towards you, Whiteout, and you think I don't think you have a save for this.
No,
right?
he has to attack at disadvantage because I'm displacing.
Okay. So he tries to attack you, and wait, does he need to meet your AC?
He needs to hit a 17 or higher at disadvantage.
Oh, God. Is that? Oh my god, he got a nat 1 and a 10.
Oh no.
So it comes towards you, it tries to hit you, but Whiteout, you just like spread out your wings, it starts to like just shift in different sort of ways.
She's like a hummingbird.
And you just like,
Yeah.
you do like a little dance with it right on Stevie's head. I love how Pooja's face is just vanishing.
I'm doing that on purpose to like make my displacement. I'm like waving in front of the camera.
It's amazing. It waves like this and it just goes through you. It doesn't really like hit you. It goes right through you and positions itself right at the back where the gate was. He looks frustrated. He looks annoyed. At that point, he just like lifts up another hand at you again once more, and second, and a bolt of fire just bursts and it erupts from his hand and goes towards you. I will just roll to hit you again.
It's at disadvantage until the first hit.
Okay, Again, he fails. You see, as this fire again comes and tries to hit you, but you shift your
I say,
body and it
I
goes
say,
through.
can't touch this. I can't touch this, and I like do a retro like shimmy dance with like moonwalking on the dead body of the frozen guy.
So you're standing here looking at this guy. He's getting frustrated. He's looking at the this thing woman over there. Her face, you can see even in the encased ice that she's in. It's you can see her eyes move to look at him like you could have saved me. He's standing there panicking. He's like looking at the door. He looks at the dude standing under your feet as well, and he's like, "Fuck! Okay, bad choices were made." Phoebe, it's your turn. I mean, sorry, Lyra, it's your turn. What would you like to
Okay. Yeah, I see that he's trying to attack my younger sibling who I actually hate, but
do?
inside my heart, I actually love my sibling. And I'm like,
Aww.
what is wrong with you? You're trying to kill a kid, and I'm just gonna fly towards him and I'm gonna multi attack this. Seems like a cleric to me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna multi attack. So let's see.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled a nat 20. Wow.
Yay!
Getting that Stevie energy. I love it.
And 19 and a 15. 20, 19, and 15.
Oh my
I didn't
god.
added the plus, so like basically.
But you rolled a nat 20 on the worst thing. The bite attack has the max damage.
Okay, yeah. So like plus, so
Max
basically
damage.
27 and 26 and to the maximum 22.
How
Yeah,
do you
these
want to
three.
do this? You're taking him out.
53. Yeah, that's like
I-
73 damage.
It's not that. I don't know. Okay, I didn't roll the damage yet. Okay, so basically.
Oh, I thought that was the damage.
Yeah,
It was the
I
hit.
thought
It's
Okay.
the hit basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me roll the damage. 16.
So the first one you'll double whatever you get. So
So
whatever
16 plus
seven.
16. I'm rolling on
Yeah,
the
32.
beyond only because I'm not gonna roll 2 dice.
Yeah,
No worries.
32 and then the modifier, right? Plus
Okay.
7. 32 plus 7, isn't it?
32, 10.
Oh, 1 second. No, hold on. Like, but what's the modifier? Is it a plus 4 for the bite? Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
but I'm
So-
adding the modifier.
Oh, after but you double it. You don't double the modifier. So like, what was it before the modifier?
Okay. It was 16 and
Yes.
then minus 4, so basically 12. 16 plus 12 is 26.
Yeah.
And then for the claw, first claw is 10, so 36.
Mhm.
And then 7. My god, a nat 1 on 1.
Oh.
Okay.
43.
So,
43.
43. Yeah, you take him out. How would you like to do this? Describe how you take
Yeah.
out this thing in front of you.
Good job.
okay. So basically, I'm really angry that my little whiteout is getting hit by this person. Although whiteout saved themselves, but then I'm gonna fly towards this guy. I'm gonna bite, rip his head off, and then claw his body. And then yeah, he's laying dead there.
Yeah. You just like literally, he's screaming, he's calling for his god as you like rip at him, viciously. And he's just like, Rysilandra, I'll get you for this. How can you bring chaos into a land of peace? As you just like take off his head. The battle is over, you're out
Bye
of initiative.
Ooh,
You see the
Yeah,
loot
yeah.
around you.
you
covered
actually
in
did
blood.
something cool. And Whiteout like is appreciative of.
I
Aw.
saved your ass, whiteout.
Is
You
the
see-
woman still like frozen in ice, just like looking around?
Cheers.
Oh, he's like, he's basically me. Basically, this is her.
Oh my god, yes. Yes, you So you look around, and you see as the adventurers have met there, and still kind of settles down over this large throne room with Rysilandra absent. The treasures here are yours to claim. What would you like to do? You can search around, try and
eggs,
see
the
whether you
eggs.
can. Yes, give me an
Searching for the egg.
investigation check, everyone.
So
Oh, I
11
got
strong.
like
minus
I got
2.
a 1. I'm gonna like go over and free the lady and tell her to join a union.
Okay, come on. I rolled a 6. I'm not.
And I rolled a 9, so
Can't we
Over
perceive
12.
it? Like, come on. Can't we like try to perceive the
Give
yeah.
dice?
me a passive perceptions. What is the passive perception for all of you?
Oh,
Passive is
16.
16. 16.
16.
Yeah,
So
passive is 16.
you do innately sense that this egg might be somewhere here. You're looking around, Lara, you find a couple of things. You find about 10 potions of healing. You also find about a lot of wine, and there's like ale just lying in barrels around. Stevie, what you find is a collection of coins. You find like a lot of them an ancient civilization, one that you don't really recognize, but it does interest you in the sort of carvings that's on it. You also find this sort of pristine cortez, a lovely, lovely gem that just shines beautifully. It's huge, it weighs a lot, easily about 300 pounds almost.
I
What
put it
you
in my
find
Uber. I'm just like chuck it in the Uber. Everyone just put everything in the Uber.
That's your tip. That's your tip.
That's
What
a
you
tip.
find this thing Whiteout is this really lovely cloth. It's a fine black cloth. It's soft as silk, and when it's folded up, it looks like a tiny little handkerchief. When you look at it and you try to pull it around, it makes about a sort of space. It takes up about a space of about 6 feet. You don't really recognize what this object is. Another thing that all of you do find by feeling your innate perception and walking around is that you each find a dragon. I'd like all of you to roll me a 1d3.
I'm D3.
What's a D3?
Oh wait. Isn't it
1d3?
D4?
Uh, I really wanted to say 1d3, but
No,
go
no.
for
Let's see if
1d4.
it does it. No. Okay, it doesn't recognize
Where
it.
is the 1d3? If
It
it's
doesn't
in
have a
Owlbear, I
1d3.
can.
Yeah, just go for the 1d4 then.
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 2.
Come on, Whiteout, get a 1.
Mm, I rolled a 3 on a 1d3.
Okay. So what happens at this moment is you all find an egg. You look at it, and while you're just like investigating it, you just look at it, you exclaim. All of you are happy because right now you found what you're looking for. Lyra, where you are, you stand over there and you feel like innately that you're in danger. You don't really understand why, you don't understand what it is. And give me a perception check.
Okay. 11 plus 6, I guess. 17.
Yeah. 17.
17. Okay, so you second just roll for those. So you stand over there, and immediately these arrows suddenly shoot out and try to hit you. You try to evade it, but unfortunately, they all stick into you, landing in different parts of your body. 2 into your wings, another couple into your tail. You're holding this egg, but you don't feel safe with it anymore. You also take 24 points of damage.
Oh god.
I'm just gonna chug some healing potions really quick and get myself up to health.
Both you, Whiteout and Stevie, you reach out to look at these beautiful eggs. You're like, already in your head, you can hear your mother Korvarlaltel's voice saying that you've done a good job. When you look at it, you suddenly feel slightly uneasy. You don't understand why. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save? Okay, what is a dragon's wisdom? Oh, it's plus 0.
Plus 3.
Oh, I got an
No,
nat 20.
But the save has a plus 3. But yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8. I failed.
Oh no. So Stevie, you look at it, and being one that has worked with hallucinogens before and knows the feeling of being awkward with yourself. You look at it and you see in your mind different images of maybe not being a dragon, maybe being something else. Maybe you try to be a little cozy and just sleeping in a warm box somewhere. When you're looking at this, you just go like, nah, man, that ain't cool. And you just like break the egg automatically and you turn to look at your sister Whiteout to warn her and tell her that this might not be a real dragon egg. When at the same moment you see as she just slowly hits her snout against this, and as the egg rolls a little, you see that she starts to slowly but rapidly shrink in size. The little young white dragon that was your sister before now
Oh my
turns into a
god.
smaller form, and in her place, you see a little mouse.
I take the little mouse very gingerly and put it on my head. I'm like, I'm so sorry, Red Dog. I warned you faster.
You can still look around to see whether you can find them. You try to look for CV, you try to look for Lyra to tell her what has happened. I will allow you both to maybe one of you can decide to roll and have an advantage on your roll, and I'd say you both go looking around.
I'll
Steve
give my
roll.
advantage to wait, did you say Stevie roll?
Stevie roll. Don't give me advantage. I don't trust
Okay.
myself.
So I think this whole area is pretty sus. Like it is sus AF. So
Yeah.
clearly we walked into like a treasure room that's full of booby traps. So I want to see if this is the actual treasure room or like is there booby traps in this actual treasure room.
So you look around, give me an investigation check for that.
Okay. Okay. 15 minus 2, 13.
Okay. You look around, but you're not really able to like find it. At the last moment, you just see and oh wait, is Pooja? I'll need you to put your camera back.
Okay, no, just the video. 1 second.
Because it's just kind of like this is a G setup. G, thank you for popping in and looking out for the stream. Oh my god! I love it! It's adorable. This is so cute. Okay. 1 sec. So you're standing over there, and Stevie, you notice that over here in this area on the right, where this space is, let me just show it to you. In this
Oh,
space,
here? Yeah.
it just seems to feel like a sort of like it kind of feels like there's some magical energy coming from there. You don't immediately recognize what it is, but when you start to go towards it with your passive perception and your roll, you do have a feeling that maybe right behind, somewhere in these two areas,
Okay.
you might find the dragon.
Dragon egg. Okay, cool. So there's one. Okay, let me start like drawing out. This area has magic.
Yep.
These two areas are potentially the areas of the dragon egg.
Yeah.
We're not sure. Okay. I kind of want to investigate the magic one first because I want to turn my sister back into a dragon. I'm like, well, you know, mouse is cute and all, but we need
Can I do I mean I don't have the sense, can I just like headbutt myself to see if I get hurt if I turn back? Like just like run like head first into the chariot, like yeah.
You could give me an intelligence roll first because you would take on the stats of a rat.
I think the rat is smarter than this dragon, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it has a 0, this one has a -2. So
Okay.
let me look up the stat of a rat.
Okay.
5E.
In meantime, I'm telling
Yeah.
Stevie, I'm hurt. Stevie.
Oh no, a rat has a -4 to intelligence, so it's even
Oh
dumber.
my
Wow.
Oh my god.
So, like, with Lyra being hurt, I'm gonna hand her, like, I think with my health, I would have used, like, maybe 2 potions of healing. So I would have given her 8 potions of healing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So like,
mean,
what do I
I
roll?
rolled a 4 -1, so I rolled a 0.
Okay.
So you don't realize to do this, you're a little scared. You're actually like now sitting on Stevie's head. You don't really recognize this is your brother, so you're just like mortally terrified of being on a dragon head right now. Lara, you do notice, you're just like you take about just use the stats for the superior healing potion for yourself.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to be like Stevie just tells you drink up, throws a couple of potions right into your mouth. You crunch through the glass quite easily and consume. Uh, just take it as a superior healing potion.
Okay. 8d4 plus 8. Rolling in D&D Beyond only.
Pooja's face is so cute. God.
I love it. It's so good. She's a method actress.
22.
A 22? Okay, so you can add 22 points of health to yourself. At the same time, so Stevie, you're going into this potion here, right? You don't
Yeah.
notice that the structures here, like the potion that you're in right now, it seems to be a little more open-eyed. Like there doesn't seem to be anything obstructing it. As soon as you enter, there's like a huge chiming sound that sounds like a warning bells of sorts. Oh, sorry.
Oh. Okay, cool. So it's a warning bell that I've like triggered.
And at that moment, you hear like a large sound coming overhead. It sounds like the flapping of large, gigantic wings.
Oh,
And when
dear.
you look up, you see a dragon the size of your mother, but quite vivid in color and in scales, drop down at that moment and settle. She roars. You see that what would usually be very pristine scales of wonderful colors seems to be brutally damaged. You also smell on her your mother's blood.
Oh,
Oh
my
dear.
god.
This got dark really fast.
Uh,
Okay.
She looks at she looks at all of you and she says, I was fighting with your mother. I see you. I see what you did to them. I see what you did at the gates. You killed them. And she rushes at you. I'd like
Technically,
all of you.
collateral damage, not really killing people. But yeah.
yeah.
Like, let's do initiative. I got initiative is +0, right? So I got a 14.
Okay.
19.
Amazing. That's great. Really good rolls.
Oh, the rat rolls a nat 20.
Wow.
Holy mother of God. Wow.
So we have actually, this is fantastic because right now you're alerted by her presence. I 1 second. So we have Whiteout first. Then we have Lyra, you got a 19, right?
Yeah, I did.
You got a 19, right?
Yeah.
So then it comes to Lyra, then we have this Rysilandra, and we have Stevie.
Okay.
Okay, so at this point, Whiteout, you see this huge, magnificent, beautiful looking dragon coming right down at you. She seems furious. You almost, you could almost, if you could think higher, you would also maybe see tears in her eyes. Obviously, you being a rat, you are shocked, and in seeing her presence, I would also like all of you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save?
Okay.
Okay.
It's a plus
12 plus 3. 15.
15 plus 3. 17. No, wait, 18.
18.
A
So-
nat 1.
Oh dear.
I am a rat. So I will use my super fast initiative to probably run and cower in fear.
You
Unfortunately,
can get on my head.
all of you seeing her, you are shocked and you're terrified of what is coming towards you. Lara, you're still able to hold your ground. You don't like really, feel like you can give it to this Stevie. You do remember your mother's words, and you don't want to be known as the fuck up again. So you hold your
Yeah.
ground. The rat is terrified, and you are going to be frightened for a minute of this creature.
Oh my god.
I mean, fits. Makes sense.
But if she were to fall off you, you'd need to make another wisdom save, and I'd say that both effects will come off you if you save.
Yeah,
So,
I'm.
okay, and so
It's my turn, right?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay, I will, because of the fear and thematic, I will just, and I'm a dumb rat, so I'm just gonna jump off the head of Stevie, and I'm assuming Stevie is like 20 foot tall. So I will just like, I forgot I cannot fly, guys. I'm like, and then and like fall immediately to the ground to take whatever fall damage the rat takes.
My god, you take about like about I'd say about 10 points of damage that
Oh
effectively
god.
takes you out of this.
I have 1 hit point, so
Nice.
Oh god.
Are
I'm
there any more healing
probably-
potions?
So no. So I'm back at full health as Whiteout, but I'm like prone and like flat with like belly up and like don't hurt me, just like flailing like a turtle that got flipped on their back and like
Wait, are you
supremely.
back to being like a dragon?
Yeah, because I
Wow.
poofed. As soon as I smacked, I like poofed and I took some damage, but basically the rat form is gone and I'm like lying on my back, flailing very undignified, saying, "Don't hurt me, mommy!" And that's my entire turn.
That's
Nice.
amazing. That's awesome. At that point, like the crystal dragon in front of you, she pays no heed. She looks at all of you and she basically blows out.
Oh my god.
Breath weapon?
Oh
Let's
my
go.
God. Okay, that's awesome. So, fuck, that was an insane roll though. I got a 20 on my roll.
Nice.
But isn't a
Dead.
breath weapon unsafe? No, it'll be
I
a
know.
save.
I realized it. After I rolled that I got 20 and I was like, damn it, it's useless. So what happens is, like the breath
wait, I'm
coming
no
out of
longer
this dragon's mouth, it starts to like change in different colors, different hues of like of a rainbow spectrum, until it finally settles down on like sort of orangish color, and it blows out on all of you. I'd like you all to give me a dex save, please.
I'll be at disadvantage, right? Because I'm prone, or do I automatically fail?
I'd say you just take disadvantage.
I got a
Okay.
19.
We have +3 on Dex, guys.
Oh, really? Okay, then I got a
Yeah.
21.
Awesome. Okay.
I got 13.
Ooh, nice. At disadvantage, I got a 16. Because I was a
Nice.
9.
Wow.
Amazing.
I got a 13.
I like roll over on my back, like on the side. Ooh.
So you got 13 and who got
16,
up?
16.
Who all has gotten above 16?
Oh, I
Me?
got exactly 16.
Okay. So we have Stevie. Is it Stevie and Whiteout that got above 16?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Awesome only because I didn't expect like Whiteout to do this. But you like so Lara, you stand up, and you seeing as your little sister has fallen down like this, you're infuriated but also a little happy because this is the moment that you can show that you are worthy of being the number one child. You lift your wings and take this dragon on head on. You stand your ground and look at it, and it breathes this orangish flame on
Oh,
all of
God.
you. All of you take this is a nuts amount of damage. Lyra, you take 61 points of acid damage.
What?
The other two of you, you take 30 points of acid damage, and
Okay.
you're coated in this orangish lava muck. And she looks at you, and she's just like, how could you kill them all? I would not have killed the dragons. I would have raised them to be better than whatever all of you are. And she's just like almost in tears, looking at all of you. At this moment,
Wait, we didn't kill the dragons. I'm so confused. I look at Stevie saying,
People.
the
Oh,
people.
She's talking about the people. It was her village, na?
who cares about people? Where are the dragons? Where are our eggs? And like still afraid, but and far away and not doing anything, continues to lie on her back and just yells, "Where are the eggs?"
Lyra, it's your turn. You're taking heavy damage
Oh,
from this.
God.
For a bonus action, I will allow you to use a healing potion if you want. But for your
Okay.
action, but your multi attack, I mean, just to keep in line with this, I'd say it's reduced by 1.
Oh, okay. So last time I recharged my cold breath, I got a 5. So
Yes.
I would like to use that instead.
Okay, go for it.
I'm heavily damaged, but I'm angry, and I'm gonna fly a bit, and I'm gonna breathe ice.
Okay.
And yeah, DC 15.
Easy.
You have to roll.
Oh, she fails. How do you like to attack her?
Yeah, and I gave her a 62 point of damage, just 1 HP more,
Oh my
1
god!
point more.
That is nuts. 62 points of damage. That
Yep,
is nuts. Okay.
and I'm like, here, take back what you gave me. And yeah, as a bonus action, I'm gonna take healing. Like, is this the superior healing potion or the another one? Like,
Just take a greater healing, I'd say. Or actually, a normal healing potion because it would be a normal one.
okay, so
that's-
2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2.
Okay, then I'm gonna roll with the dice. And this is a 3 and a 4, 7 plus 2,
9.
9.
So you do that, you meet her right head on, you just like, you're brutally wounded, you stand your ground, you just drink a healing potion, you rise up, right, still coated with that acid, and you breathe your own breath weapon back at this crystal dragon. She takes it on right in the face. You see as her snot right now seems to be frozen up a little bit. Her face seems to be lined with ice. You see also specks of other icicles standing on, different parts of her body. And it seems like you have joined your mother in this battle in taking her down. Stevie, you see your sisters, one having turned from a rat and back into a dragon form again. The other one's just standing her ground and being like an unwavering warrior to Korvarlatel right in front. You look at her, and for a second, you imagine, I can see how my mother looked at this age. When you look at your sister Lyra, what do you think you're doing?
Okay, so I can sense a great amount of sorrow coming from this dragon, right? Like, she's super sad. I'm wondering if I can insight as to, like, is she just missing the other crystal dragons and she's trying to make a family with the humans there? And that's why she's like, oh, if I have these eggs, I can get more dragons or something like that. Like, I feel like that might be the plot.
Okay, so you can talk to her. I'll just keep it short though, because it would be 6 seconds.
Oh no, it's fine. And I'm like, I'll probably tell her, like, I can tell you really miss your family. Like, that's all I'll say. And like, these are unhealthy coping mechanisms. I can identify them.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion? Okay, cool. Hang on, let's see. Persuasion is what, charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a nat 20. plus
Amazing. So she actually stops, it feels like the cold blow to her face, stops her in a track and she looks at you, Stevie. You see confusion in her eyes as she looks past you to the flying chariot still holding on to you. And she's odd, but she looks at you and she says, the crystal dragons, the gem dragons, and she just seems a little off-centered, and she's like, yes, it's been so exhausting. They abandoned me. They would not take in arms against your mother, the one that was pillaging all these villages. They did not care or feel for the same lives like I do. And she's just staring at you, and she says, she just asks you a simple question. If I were to give you everything in my hoard, would you allow me to have the dragon eggs? I cannot bear for others to be unwitting warriors like you are.
Wait, so, just like out of character, is she keeping the dragon eggs so she can raise her own gem dragons so she can have family again?
So you have an impression that, and this is something, Stevie, that you've just heard about, and seen, your mother might think you don't pay attention, but you do hear things. And you have heard stories contrary to the ones sometimes even your mother has argued about this as well. That the fact that a lot of crystal dragons seem to steal white dragon eggs so that they can raise them up to be good instead of evil. They do not kill them, but they raise them to have better lives instead. So you do have this, you also being an activist dragon, have heard these stories as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, my mom is a tyrant, like, Asian parent, I get it, like, I understand. I'm trying to think, like, what are the actions Stevie would take? Like, I don't think I would try and, like, hurt a dragon who's already, like, really in pain and, like, really going through it. I don't want to turn on my mother, though. I guess my mother is a tyrant, so I don't know. I'd talk to my siblings and be like, listen, she seems really sad, and maybe, like, these are, like, our mother's eggs, right? So what if we, like, tell her that we will raise them to be good and not to be evil like our mother?
So, if you guys agree to discuss this, I will break initiative and allow you to, but you can hop in back into initiative.
I'm still frightened of her, right?
Yeah. So you.
Like, she's scary. She's scary. Take the eggs and let's go. She's scary, and I'm just like, I'm like whining and sad, like panicking.
Do you have to roll like a persuasion on like Whiteout to be like she's scared? She's scared herself. Like, you might be scared of her, but she's scared of what these dragon eggs.
You could give me an insight check, Whiteout, and contest it to your persuasion.
Okay.
I got a 15.
I got that would be charisma, right? Insight. Hold on. Yeah. I got a 4.
You are persuaded. You feel like your big brother Stevie is telling you this is. You can also do one as well, Lara. If in case I'll give you an advantage on your insight check in case you don't want to listen to your brother at all.
Because you're your mother's pet, dude. Why would you give me
this is what I was thinking. I was like, I don't want to disappoint mother at all. I'm gonna do an insight check on the dragon. To see that if she's actually sad or just behaving sad. Okay, 14 and 3. So basically 14 plus. What do we get on insight?
1. I think 1. Charisma.
Yeah, 15.
Okay, so 15.
15. So you do not pay any heed to your elder brother's words. You look at this dragon itself. It's your most formidable foe right now. You think to yourself, if your mother Korvarlatel couldn't take down Rysilandra, maybe you, if you take her down, could instead be a hero. You look at her and she does seem saddened. She does seem genuine in her thought that she wants to raise these dragons. But then again, you are a white dragon. You do not care for other lives at all. If you wish right now, in her weakened state, you could strike at her again.
Um. Okay. I look at Stevie and I'm like, I'm sorry, brother, but
Wait out.
this is not what mother wanted, and I'm gonna attack on the dragon.
Okay.
And okay, I'm gonna use.
Can I take a reaction and like try and block her attack?
Yeah, go for it.
You can impose disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll roll
Okay.
disadvantage.
No. You can impose disadvantage by like distracting her.
Yeah, so you can
Yeah.
try to get in her way. So, Lyra, you'll just have a disadvantage on your roll.
Okay,
to
I'm
hit
gonna
her.
do multi attack only. 17 and 2 for a bite. So yeah, you were able to stop me
Okay.
for the bite. And
Oh, okay.
5 and 6. What is wrong?
You try to like this thing, take a swipe at this crystal dragon, but your brother immediately puts out the wing to block you. You try to like scratch through the wing, but you can't. He's holding you back, and he's trying to appeal to your better sensitivity, saying, "We could be better parents." Okay.
Yeah. I'm just like literally extending a wing to Lyra. I'm like, Lyra, I know like how much our mother's approval weighs on you, and how much you really appreciate like her sense of like trust in you. But I think this dragon also has a point, because like, let's be honest, our mom is not the best mom. I think we can all agree. And I think like there's nothing wrong in someone wanting better role models for children, regardless of whether they're their own or not. So we can try and promise this dragon that we can be the role models for these children, as opposed to like our mom.
Whiteout will be like, kidnappers can't be all that good, right, Stevie? Like, you can't just take other people's kids.
Oh wait, you're referring to the dragon taking the kids,
Yeah.
right? Not us kidnapping it back.
No. I mean,
Okay,
there
sorry.
are.
I mean,
I was
they
like,
are brother and
would
sister.
you let her, and like all like sad face, like, would you let her take me if she wanted to? Like, what if when I was a rat, she just took me? Would you be okay with that? And like,
No,
puppy
I'd
dog
reason
face,
with
like,
her. I'd reason with
Okay,
her. I'd be
I'm
like,
gonna-
listen, yeah, Whiteout
I'm
with her to
gonna
fly
look
unless
at-
agitated. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at Stevie and I'm like, Stevie, although you're saying that we can be better siblings and we can be better parents to these new dragons, but do you remember that you left us for your Uber business, and I
I think I
had to,
still live in mom's basement, so I think I'm closer to the family than most of you guys.
yeah, but you distant yourself from us to be in your
Can I-
Uber business.
can I try to wisdom save again? I don't want to be afraid of this dragon. Has it been like another 6 seconds or a minute?
Yeah, no,
Am I
it's
still
been
afraid?
been more than a minute. You
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
not frightened of it anymore. So listen.
I
to
like
your
say,
sister.
where are they? I just like yell at the other dragon. I say, where are they? Where are the eggs?
So she looks at you. She still looks at you, Stevie. Trying to appeal to your kinder nature, and looks over to the side, and you see as these three like orbs just pick up, and you see as the dragon eggs just float and come towards this dragon. It hovers right in front of you. All of you are still, floating up. Like only Whiteout is still on the ground, a little bit, looking at all of this, looking slightly tired. Rysilandra tells all of you, please, I will return your big brother. He speaks words of wisdom. If you can promise me that you can raise them to be better, to be ones that will save, not hurt, will protect, I will happily give them to you.
Is there like a blood oath in this universe? Like, I know there's one in BTM, but like, I'm not sure if there's blood oaths in like D&D. Like, basically,
I think so.
Yeah, I do the equivalent of like swearing on like the ancestry of dragons that came before me, and like I think like breaking the cycle of like breaking the cycle of neglectful parenthood is like important. So I don't want like my mom to repeat the same mistakes she did with us on her kids. So I would take personal responsibility in making sure that they're turning out better.
Are
Okay,
you
so
gonna be a Uber dad now, Steve?
Yes, I will be my Uber dad. I will support them during surge prices. Like,
In mom's basement.
yeah, in mom's basement.
No, you cannot take them back to her. If you take them back to Korvarlatel, she will not allow you to be in peace. She will take them away from you. Promise me you will take that
Why?
flying chariot of yours and go somewhere else. Start a new life, Stevie. You are worth more.
I mean, like,
Stop
I'm kind of
trying to
tired of
take
like
our
living in my
brother
mom's
away.
basements. Anyway, I'm kind of like, okay, this is a very interesting conundrum because like I can take the eggs, but I can't return them to mom. Like, I can't like maybe raise them in the basement, like away from my mother, because she has like the smell of weed
I
every day,
mean,
so she's not gonna come back.
you guys could try hiding it from
No.
her, like
No, I mean I'm not for this plan at all, and I'm like hating this dragon because he's like even bhadkawing Stevie also against us, and I'm like,
you are free
you
to
are
go and
worse
make an
than our
attack.
mom. I was like, you are worse than our mom. You're turning like sisters and brothers against each other, you evil creature, and like wah, and like Whiteout is just gonna like fly at this dragon like half blinded, like tears, and like try to bite it.
Oh,
Okay, go for it, go for it.
That's an 18 to hit.
An 18 does not hit, sadly.
Oh my god.
Ah! And I like basically bite at air, and I'm like all like, "You're evil, you're evil, you're evil," and I'm just like upset.
Also, Lara, you do remember that you do have your horn with you as well.
Oh yes, I have. But I
the
don't
horn
know.
summon the mother, right? Like that's essentially
No.
what that horn does.
It's a horn of blasting, so it's fire damage.
Oh shit!
And
No, it's actually thunder damage.
thunder
But,
damage, sorry.
but even in that, it's not that powerful. I realize, like it's 5d6 thunder, and my breath is
think
much
it's-
powerful than it.
I think it's
Yeah.
inorganic damage. I mean, it's double for inorganic materials, right?
Yeah,
Wait a second. It's
like you can cause
oh
an
yes,
avalanche.
glass of for objects made of glass of crystal. I say crystal dragon is made up of
Yeah,
crystal, right?
it is.
So-
It is.
Yeah, they get 10d6 damage instead of 5d6.
Okay,
So-
do you still like to go for it? You can go for it.
I'm just because Stevie is the older brother. Like because I follow authority a lot, even though it's my brother. Good for nothing, wala. But still,
Good for nothing.
I'm, I'm looking at Stevie and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I'm so, and here again, I'm very pinkish right now, not white. And I see my younger sibling attacking the dragon, so I'm like, yeah,
So,
I
like,
have to do it.
I'm gonna roll and see how much my mother was around from my childhood to like.
So, it's measured in decades, so you could go for it that way.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use my horn. And
Okay, so I got a 19. Like, was my mom an absent parent or like? Cause I feel like I'm a good person despite being my mom's son.
So you do notice that your mother has never been absent from your life, but mostly she's been there to complain about you. Like
Okay.
when you told her that, and you went to her with your proposal for an Uber business, she was not happy about it at all. She called you a disgrace. She locked you up in a dungeon, told you that you have done nothing in your life but brought her terror for a quite long time as well during your growing up years. You remember being locked away in a dungeon, the one that she calls your room, and when she says go back to your room, you know that you're going to be locked out. So you do not have very good memories of her because she also endlessly complains about the fact that she doesn't want to raise you all and you are just a thorn in your side. Very Asian parent again. So
But yeah, like I think I'll continue to appeal to like my siblings and be like, I think like we should think of the greater good and like save these like potential youths from the parenting style of our mother, which I think we can all agree is pretty terrible.
No.
No?
okay.
No.
I do have an idea, but I'm going to kill this dragon, the
Okay.
enemy of my mother. So yeah, I'm using the horn, 10d6
Okay.
plus, but you have to do a saving throw.
okay, how much?
DC 15. 10
Oh,
D6.
that is a 6. She does not save.
Okay. So, like, how do I roll 10 D6? I don't know.
You can
Uh,
press the D6 10 times on all but
oh, okay. Where is
I
the
haven't even
dice
seen the
of
dice
all
on
that?
ours. Yeah, that's what I said.
There is a something. Oh, yeah, I just found it.
You found it? Where is it?
Mm. I just did 31, I guess.
Where is this dice?
31.
Yeah.
Right next to party, you have the
There is a tray, very small
dice.
tray.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
it now. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
sorry, how much did you roll, Lara?
31.
31. It is badly damaged, okay, from this thing, wounds that it had gotten before from your mother and now from this attack as well. You take your horn and instead of yelling no at Stevie, you yell it right into the horn itself, and a large, thunderous wave just rushes out and hits this crystal dragon. You notice, though, even though in your agitated state, you see that she does put out a hand to protect the eggs that were hovering in the air, hold it close to her so it doesn't take any damage, but in the same process, she leaves herself open to take it from your horn of plastic. It
Like a better
melts
mom than
down.
ours.
You see as the scale starts cracking like glass, and it's almost like some weird magical light is coming from her. It seems like this light is dimming the more that these waves, these thunderous waves, reach her. But she holds on. She looks. She pleads at you once, Stevie, and she says, "I might not be able to last this battle, but I hope that you will protect them." And she's just like lies on the ground, and she slowly starts fading.
Oh,
This
that
girl
makes me
is-
really sad. Can I like just pour some portions of healing on her?
No!
You can attempt to knock it out of her hand if you like. Why?
No, like
Oh.
Whiteout will just start like rubbing at Stevie's scales to check if this idiot is actually a white dragon or like the gem dragon. Like, is this a disguise? So, like, I won't knock it out, but as Stevie is pouring, like, you'll see, like, Whiteout, like, scratching at your scales, saying, "You traitor! Are you actually a gem dragon? Were you adopted? I knew you weren't like us," and, like, super annoyed.
I mean,
Yeah,
like, I'll tell, like, what is the name of this dragon again? Like,
Rysilandra.
I'm like, Rysilandra, please forgive, like, my siblings. Like, they seem to
Yeah.
take, like, the more aggressive approach, which is fine by me. They are their own individuals. I can't control them, but I'll do the best I can to raise these, like, eggs away from my mother's influence.
Yeah.
As you can see, subject A of my mother's influence, subject B of my mother's influence.
I'm going to go to Rysilandra and I'm gonna say that it's okay. I understand what you're saying. We're gonna protect the eggs, but you have to die so that I can take over my mother's place. I have to prove her, and if one day I'll take over her place, I'll be a better mother. And yeah, you don't need to worry about the eggs, but you have to die. And this is what I say to her.
Okay.
And can I
She's
take the
like-
eggs now?
You can. You see as her wings seem to be like, falling lifeless. She looks at you, but the light in her eyes seems to be dulling down and dimming. She doesn't say anything, but the last thing she does is just puff out a bit of smoke, and a color of rainbow just spreads over the room, but it doesn't hurt you. But you notice as you look down at your own scales, you seem to be healed, while she lies there wounded. At the
I'm
same
sad now.
time, at the it's miles away, you hear the distant sound of a roar. It's your mother calling you back home. Do you all make your way back home now?
Yeah,
Uh,
I guess.
I'm gonna take the egg. I'm gonna give them to Stevie, and I'm gonna say, Stevie, you can still run away with
Aw,
these eggs
cute.
if you want to.
I
I'll
think I'll
handle the
literally
mother.
like take the Uber out if my mom is like, "Oh, give me the eggs." I'm like, "Sorry, bye, time to ghost."
I'll be like, I want to be the favorite and the kid anyway, so you can have those stupid omelets, and like Whiteout will like fly towards the mother and like doesn't give a shit about the eggs. Like, I'm telling on you, and like goes.
Okay, you see Whiteout just like angrily, like the puff, just go over. Stevie and Lyra, what would you like to do? Would you like to split the eggs? Would you like to take it back? Stevie, would you like to join her?
No, I'll take the eggs, but I'm keeping all the eggs safely in my Uber. Even that rabbit that wanted a second job, he's coming with us too.
Okay.
He's gonna start this weird like mixed like family, blended family.
No, it's like it's fine. So I think like if the mother asked for the eggs for her keeping, I would object. I would be like, no, I don't want the kids to turn out like how we did. I want them to have a better shot at life. And if she tries to like, take them away from me, I'm gonna use my flying chariot and eat out of there.
Okay, so you go back and you see that you especially Whiteout, as you fly overhead, you see as these villagers, they seem to be crying. You see as this disruption that you're causing, you take great glee in it as well. And you're going over, you notice that a lot of structures, a lot of landscapes seem to be ruined, destroyed almost, and you imagine this is where maybe your mother had fought Rysilandra. When you reach her icy lair, you find this large, booming white dragon just sitting over there. She seems to be injured, her scales bleeding almost. When she looks at you, she nods approvingly, but also looks to see where her clutch of eggs is. Unnoticed, she says, Rysilandra and I battled in the valley. The coward had farmers with her pitchforks and dogs. That froze the humans where they stood. Rysilandra was a tougher enemy, but when she told me she stole the eggs, I told her that you had gone to retrieve it. She fled after that. Did you meet the coward?
Yes. And I mean, I did most of the work. Like I did all the good things, and then Stevie took the eggs and went away. And
I didn't go away yet.
Lyra, Lyra, but I reached there. Okay, I assumed I reached there first while you were talking. I was like,
You're
I
about
did
like
everything,
10 minutes.
and like Lyra was like making weird farting noises at the villagers and turned pink, mom. And Stevie has the eggs, but he won't give it to you because he says he can be a better mom than you.
What?
Yeah.
Wait till they come here. And she waits and she's just like looking at, and she seems to be pampering Whiteout a little, like such a good girl, coming and telling me about what things your siblings are doing. Wait till they get here. And you both reach here, and your mother looks a little annoyed, but seeing a bit of the eggs in your chariot though, Stevie, she calms down and she's like, well, it seems like they haven't abandoned me yet. Well, son, daughter, do you have my clutch for me?
I mean, like, no offense, Mom, like, I feel like we're great examples of what bad parenting can do, so I think I'm gonna take the parenting reins from now on, and, like, make sure these eggs don't turn out to be anything like us, because you got a snitch, you got a Uber driver, and you got a suck up, so...
Would you like to say anything when your mother's looking at you now, expectantly, like expecting you to have a better answer for all this?
I'm just gonna put the horn down and just like I had to kill your enemy for you, and I just want to say, Mother, I didn't like it at all, and I think I'm gonna go with Stevie this time, and I'm just gonna back out and stand with Stevie.
That's amazing. So she looks at you and she's like, You think that you can survive without me? You think that you'll do good? Well, I'll give you a chance if you want.
Asian parents.
Get out of my sight. Leave my house. Do not stay here anymore. Whiteout is enough for me. She will be stronger than all of you. And when the time comes, she will take your death for me. Get out of my sight. and she
Cool.
just like looks away from all of you, and then she's like, I will curse you all. Never will you enter an ice dragon's domain again. And you feel like this weird like sense of forbidding, and you immediately feel this need to leave, to run away. She looks at you, she's like, be gone, both of you treacherous children.
Chariot, let's go.
I'm
Rabbit,
just
you're
gonna
coming with me.
climb.
This is not safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna climb
Yeah,
and
the
just
rabbit.
eat.
The rabbit like just pops out for a second and goes like, ma'am, could I get a job here? And you already see in your mother, like her scales start to glow up. You know that this is her readying herself for a breath weapon on all of you. You know to scoot now if you need to.
We
Yeah.
need to eat.
You
Brother,
And then
eat.
like Whiteout will be like, I like my rabbit cold, mommy.
Kill him for me, have your dinner. Okay, and she just like moves away and starts
Yeah.
looking at her wounds, just like ignoring all of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Whiteout
I
just
think I
stands there
eat it
looking
with
smug,
Kiwi.
saying, yeah, like, now who's the favorite? And like, just like, stands there being the only sibling, like the truly like 4D chess moment where the kid basically like and figured out a way to be the only brat in the horde.
Basic. So, in the final moments, you see as Korvarlatel having recently defeated Rysilandra, or at least having forced her foe to run away from her. She sits back and licks at her stumped leg again. You see as Whiteout jumps hopping about, going na 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 na. You see as the elder two siblings turn. You see Stevie look inside for one last time, and catching in the corner of your eyes the gleam of the eggs in your chariot, and you know that you might not be much, you might not amount to much in others' eyes, but you would be a good parent to these eggs. Lyra seems confused, she doesn't know what has happened, but she hears Rysilandra's voice in her head. She feels the comfort of a good family, of a mother that will do anything to protect you, and knows that even though she might not have had someone to protect her, she will maybe protect others. And you make your way out, you say your dues, and that's the end of our adventure.
Yay!
Yeah. Good
Thank
job.
you guys.
Very
Yeah,
nice.
so much fun. Thank you so much.
No, not at
And
all.
to
Thanks
everyone
for,
who's
like,
going to be
hosting.
watching this, thank you so much for watching it. And guys, I can't wait to play with you again. Thank you so much for joining for D&Dames. This is just,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you guys couldn't be chaotic apart from Pooja. Like Pooja's like, I'm gonna be chaotic evil. Okay.
No, I'm like, what is this? Why are they being all goody two shoes? There is this sociopath dragons, you useless siblings. One from the beginning only was some like weird genetic reject of a white dragon. The
No,
second,
it's fine. Like,
Pooja-
I was really feeling for it. Like, I was feeling for, like, the dragon who wanted to be a good mom. And I'm like, how can you fault that? She just wants to be a good mom.
Yeah, and if you guys had noticed around in the village, and if you had looked around a little bit, you'd see these small ice sculptures, looking like they're made out of crystal, of tiny like woodland animals. And you would have had an impression that Rysilandra visited this village and made these tiny sculptures for the little
Wow.
children that you killed in the village.
But yeah.
Stevie, even though Pooja was chaotic, Stevie, your score count of killing people is more.
I was
Just
like,
by
you know what?
existing.
I think it's just karma where I'm like, I need to get the good karma back for all the innocent lives that I accidentally killed. Like, by accidental nat 20s, I was like, shit.
Oh my
Wow.
god, yeah, that's amazing. The roles also pretty hilarious. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to be closing for tonight. G, do the job. And look forward to the next episode of D&Dames, guys. Thank you.